Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Extreme Mediocrity Sports Show. As always, I'm Koby. We got Mike with me. How we doing, man?
What is going on, man? Another week of picks. Hopefully, I can still make some ground. I've been saying that all season, but I need to make up some ground somewhere.
Yeah, it's been close all year. Neither one of us has really had a pull away week. I
Hmm.
feel like every week we look at some of these games like this is easy. This is like clip this, and then something crazy happens. But yeah,
Yeah,
I'm excited to get into this week.
yeah,
It seems like some easy games, but we've been missing those lately, so we'll see.
right. Starting off with this week, we had a defensive battle. Um, Raiders at Broncos. Broncos winning this one 10-7. Low scoring game, a lot of mistakes, a lot of turnovers. What did you think of this one?
Yeah, a sloppy game. I saw a graphic that said each team's had 11 penalties. Excuse me, and 10 first downs. So that is a ridiculous number, like a ridiculous stat for one team in the game, but for both teams to have that,
Yeah,
uh, going into this game, you would think the Broncos would just, being at home, would just dominate the Raiders, who were struggling. But they won. But I wouldn't assume this would have been that close of a game. I believe that's what, seven straight for the Broncos now.
yeah, 7 straight games. I was getting kind of nervous for him in this game. I'm like, I know they're not going to give this game away to the Raiders, but it seemed like whoever made the least amount of mistakes was probably going to win this game, or whoever had the ball last. And I think Brock Bowers only had like one catch for like 20 or
Yeah,
30 yards. So if you can't get one of your best players involved against a good defense like Denver, is definitely going to be tough. But 7 wins in a row for Denver is crazy.
and I did see a thing. It said the Broncos. I Someone said like they're really not contenders, and they had a list of all the games they've played this year. They beat like the Jake Browning Bengals.
Hmm.
Like every team they have faced is just like some sort of like key player, or a
Yeah.
couple key players have been out. But still 7 wins in a row, sitting at 8-2.
Hmm.
You can't really look too far past that. They're still winning these games.
Right. I mean, we're not going to be saying anything if they can get home field advantage for the playoffs, and you have to go into Denver in that cold environment, late into the season. So, I mean, if they keep stacking these wins and they get that home field advantage, it's going to be a tough place to play in
Hmm.
Denver in the playoffs. But this would be a good test for them playing the Chiefs in Week 11. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, and going into those games, we can take a look back at the season, and I'm still playing catch up.
Oh,
I picked my Commanders last week, even though I kind of knew it was going to be a tough game, but I figured, we had to get that win, and we didn't do it. So uh, I couldn't make ground there, but I'm trying to catch you. Definitely. Half the season is over, down by
hmm.
2. We'll see.
Yeah. This is still anybody's race. So
Yep, yep, yep. So, getting into this week, we just reviewed that Denver game. So now we have the Atlanta Falcons going into Indianapolis playing the Colts. Colts being favored by 6.5. Um, I feel like this is going to be a get back game for the Colts. Took a tough loss against the Steelers. Even though the Falcons kind of fell off as well, I'm not sure what happened with them. I feel like the Colts is going to get back on track at home. I'm going to take the Colts this week.
yeah. Getting into the picks this week, my mind feels clear. I am energized, and I it's all because of C4 energy.
Yes, yes,
I
yes.
I am All these picks are backed by C4. I'm feeling good
Hmm.
about it. But yeah, you made a good point here with this first game. Colts had a very uncharacteristic game last week against the Steelers with turnovers and both teams coming off losses, but the Colts adding Sauce Gardner, one of the top corners in the league at home. I think the Colts get back to their winning ways.
Alrighty. And next we have your Cleveland Browns facing the New York Jets in New York. I'm gonna let you take the wheel on this one.
Yeah, I haven't been a homer much this year, but
Mhm.
boy, oh boy, are we back. The Jets obviously traded away Sauce Gardner. They traded away Quinn Williams. Uh, the Browns have relieved Kevin Stefanski of calling plays. So
Mm.
our offensive coordinator, whose main job is to coordinate the offense, is actually calling plays this week. I think I'm hoping to see us air out the ball a little bit more. And with those holes on the Jets defense, I know we're still the Browns. We're always going to be the Browns. But I do think we can go in on the road and pick up another win.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm. I want to do it so bad.
I mean, you got to try to make up ground somewhere.
I know. I'm looking at these other games, and it's definitely going to be tough to pick up some ground. But the Jets did lose some key players this past week, losing Sauce and Quinnen. But guess what? Fuck it. We taking the Jets at home.
All right.
Come on. I mean, if you're going to win a game this season, this is going to be a close one. You're at home. I don't care if you lost two of your best defensive players. Let's find a way to get a win. I'm picking the Jets. Don't let me down. I got to make some ground up.
I mean, just saying, like, even if they had those defensive players, the Jets' offense is god awful.
It is. It is.
So
the organization as a whole is pretty bad, but we always get these random games where something crazy happens, and a
yeah, I
team that
mean,
we don't expect to do well just
they
surprises
beat the
us.
Bengals a couple weeks ago, so
Yeah, so this is the one I'm hoping that they pull this one out. We'll
okay.
see.
All right.
Then the Jaguars are facing the Houston Texans. Jaguars being favored on the road by only 1.5. I picked Houston Texans last week, and it messed me up with their QB going out with a concussion. But oh, how do you see this one? I need to think on this one some more. How do you see it?
So I do believe CJ Stroud is out this week. I do think it will be Davis Mills for the Texans this week. But I also don't think it really would have mattered. The Jags, lost Travis Hunter last week, put him on the IR, but then went out and added Jacoby Myers. And if, Liam Cohen can get this offense going with Jacoby Myers and Brian Thomas Jr., and with their ability to run the ball with ETN, I think Jacksonville, I mean, I don't know what the rest of their schedule looks like, but in that division, I mean, obviously they're going to be behind the Colts, but they might be able to get some momentum. I think they're just going to be too much for the Texans this week, whether Stroud was playing or not. But I've had the Texans on my ban list for a couple of weeks, and I just keep getting I keep getting lucky. You keep picking them, so.
And guess what? You might get lucky again. I picked them last week, and I'm not picking them this week. They can go to hell. I am picking the Jacksonville Jaguars to slaughter the Texans. They piss me off. I keep picking them. They let me down. I think I might be banned. I might ban them as well. I'm going with the Jaguars this week.
I don't know what really is making this spread only 1.5. To be honest with you,
right. Watch I be pissed off at the Texans with this damn game. Next, we have the Buffalo Bills going into Miami playing the Dolphins, and the Bills are being favored by 8.5. No surprise here. This will be a quick one for me. I am picking the Bills to continue winning and get an easy one against Miami this week.
Yeah, this is what I was just talking about at the beginning of the episode. We get these games where we're like, oh, this is easy. Oh, if this team wins, clip it. But
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
embarrassing myself. But also, yeah, the Bills will win this game easily, I
Yeah.
believe. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
they beat Kansas City last week by 7, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, the Dolphins are not the Chiefs, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think that could be at least a 10-point win for Buffalo, but this is where we usually get screwed over.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And this next game is a game that can go either way, I believe. We have the New England Patriots going into Tampa playing the Buccaneers, and the Patriots are being favored on the road by 2.5. Um, the Patriots have been playing really well this season. I believe they're 7-2. Um,
Hmm.
but Baker's playing this week.
I think so. I didn't see anything that he was out.
If Baker, yeah, if I believe in Baker, I believe in Baker at home. Um, I think that the and Tampa needs to get back um on track with a win. This will be a good one if they can do it. Even though the Patriots are 7-2, they haven't shown that they're this unstoppable team either on offense or defense. They still have questions in the running game. Drake May has played well, but I think they barely won last week by a point. I think it was like 24-23. Going into a hostile environment in Tampa, I'm going to take the Bucks to win this game.
Yeah, looking right now, the only key offensive players I see Tampa Bay has out this week is Bucky Irving, and Chris Godwin is still out
Hmm.
as well. So, I mean, you should have Baker out there, you should have Mike Evans out there. But yeah, I agree with everything you said there. The Patriots are favored on the road, but I do think with Baker playing Evans, Abuka, all those guys, once these stars seem to get going, Tampa Bay is a tough team to beat. They've been winning close games all year, so I too am going to go with Tampa Bay at home.
Yep, yep. And next we have the New York Giants facing the Chicago Bears. Bears being favored at home by 4.5. Um, I just think the Bears just keep rolling. They just have that thing this year. Seems like they can find a way to win some of these close games. And the Giants still have a lot of injuries that they're trying to overcome. So I'm going to definitely take the Chicago Bears this week to get a win.
Yeah, Ben Johnson is starting to get into his little bag of tricks. DJ Moore threw a touchdown pass to Caleb Williams last week, so I do think this offense is starting to gel and get comfortable and starting to open up the playbook more. The Giants obviously have the injuries on offense. And so, yeah, Bears 4.5 at home. I like Chicago.
All right. Next, we have the Baltimore Ravens facing the Minnesota Vikings. You got Lamar back. You got JJ back. How do you see this one?
Yeah, the Ravens looked really good last week with Lamar coming back. And the Vikings did too, beating the Lions last week, which I did not see happening.
Mm-hmm.
But Lamar looked very comfortable last week, uh, making all the throws he needed to, still showing his ability to run a little bit. Derrick Henry got going a little bit. I know it was Miami. Everybody kind of looks good against them right now, but like with the uh, AFC North right now, there's no clear cut uh, leader in this division right
Mm-hmm.
now. I think the Ravens are actually still favored. So I do think they are going to get on a little winning streak here and make a push for the playoffs. I like Baltimore.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. Ravens, I think that they're going to try to get on a little win streak and try to compete in that division. In Minnesota, they did look well against the Lions, but still don't fully trust JJ coming back from his injury. And Lamar did look good last week. He showed that he, could just really sit back there in that pocket, find open receivers. Henry did his thing, didn't turn the ball over like he did early in the season. So I think that the Ravens is going to win this one. And yeah, picking the Ravens this week. And next we have the Saints facing the Carolina Panthers. Panthers being favored by 5.5. This is a sleeper. This is a, go ahead and run some errands if it's on TV. Go run out, come back. But I'm going to pick the Panthers this week. They looked good last week in an upset win against the Packers. So I'm going to go with the Panthers at home.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Panthers as well. I think even if they lost last week by 30 to Green Bay, I still think they would win this game this week. The Saints are rolling with their rookie QB now, so just a lot of they traded one of their best receivers, so on a struggling offense that doesn't help any. But yeah, I like Carolina.
Yep. Going into another easy game to pick, we have the Cardinals going into Seattle to play the Seahawks. Seahawks being favored by 6.5. This one is easy for me. Seahawks, we have firsthand experience from the beating that we took last week. We, let Sam Darnold go 15-15 and 4 TDs in the first half. So I don't see why he should slow down against the Cardinals defense. I feel like Seahawks will run away with this one. I am picking Seattle.
Yeah, the only real changes Arizona has made that have been helpful is benching Kyler. Jacoby Brissett has really stepped up the offense for Arizona, but that's not going to matter because Seattle's offense is just absolutely insane right now. I mean, the Cardinals could go out and maybe score, 24, 27 points and probably still lose this game by 7. So, yeah, Seattle at home, no problem.
Yep. Now, the game that I've been waiting for, the Detroit Lions
there's no way
you're coming to town, coming to Northwest Stadium. Come on in. Coming in to face my Commanders. Detroit being favored by 7.5. What can I say? We still probably is the most injured team in the NFL. We did get some good news this week that no surgery is needed for JD, but probably won't consider bringing him back until after the bye in a few weeks. With all that being said, with all the injuries, now Joe Witt, our defensive coordinator, don't know why he made the decision now to come call plays on the sideline instead of in the booth. Now he wants to come down after we got torched for the last 4 weeks, giving up 30 and 40 points a game. But now he decides to come down, probably before he gets fired. But with all that being said, my Commanders need a win. And sadly, it's not coming this week. I am picking the Detroit Lions to beat us this week. I hate to say it, but this is not our week. Detroit Lions is going to get a win this week.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep saying the same thing I say every single week when it comes to these Commanders games. I did say last week, you guys have just been going against a high-powered offense week after week after week. And guess what? It's not changing this week.
It's not changing.
Yeah, Detroit Lions. That's all I got. Detroit Lions.
All right, next we have the LA Rams facing the 49ers. Rams being favored by 5.5. This one, the 49ers are still trying to come back from a few injuries. And the LA Rams, I feel like they're kind of, still on a hot streak right now. It's going to be tough to beat them, even though it's in San Fran. I'm going to take the Rams in this one.
Yeah, I like the Rams as well. They got Puka back last week and just immediately started making an impact again. him and Devontae Adams have just been a great 1-2 punch for Stafford, who is quietly probably having an MVP season. They're running the ball well. That defense has been solid. Yeah, I like the Rams this week as well.
All right. And next we have the Pittsburgh Steelers facing the LA Chargers. Chargers being favored at home by 2.5. Not sure what Vegas is seeing in this one. Chargers all season have been kind of on the fence. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. They did bolster up that offensive line a little bit when Alt came back, but then he went right back out with an injury. They did make a trade to bring in another offensive lineman. But I might have to go with the Steelers this week. Steelers are a really good team. That pass rush last week against the Colts looked really good. If they could put up that same type of pressure this week against Herbert, I think that the Steelers can sneak away with the win. I am going with Pittsburgh this week.
Yeah, I was really hoping you were going to pick the Chargers this week. I too am picking Pittsburgh. As much as I hate to say it, they're just doing everything right. Rodgers is playing like the Rodgers he used to be. DK Metcalf has been very beneficial to him. But yeah, you mentioned the pass rush and just the defense in general, being able to force the turnovers they did last week against the Colts. The Chargers offense, I feel like all year we've been talking about, this is Justin Herbert's chance to really take that next step forward. And he kind of was at the beginning of the year. He was looking good. And I don't know, maybe I'm not paying a lot of attention, but I haven't really been hearing his name around right now. So I too am going with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
All right. And to wrap it up, we have the Monday night matchup, Eagles going up against Green Bay. Packers being favored by 1.5 at home. How do you see this game playing out? I'm going to let you start off with this one.
The Eagles seem like they are starting to do all the right things. Hold on, checking injuries really quick, but they don't have. I don't know if AJ Brown's playing this week or not, but I do like the Eagles regardless. I think if he is out, I think they can find a way to get Saquon Barkley going. I know they added to their defense with Jalen Phillips from Miami, and so that's already a solid defense that just got stronger with the pass rush. And I know Green Bay is coming off of that loss, but I do think the Eagles can go into Lambeau and get a win.
Yeah, I was wishing you went the other way. I agree. I think that the Eagles are going to get on a roll here. And Green Bay looked really bad last week against the Panthers. So if they play like that or similar to it against a good Eagles team, I think the Eagles are definitely going to win this one. So I'm also picking Philadelphia to win on the road. And that'll do it. We got 4 teams on the bye. Titans, they definitely need to be on the bye. Chiefs, Bengals, and Cowboys. All righty. So another week of picks, man. Hopefully, we took a couple. I took a couple gambles this week. Hopefully, one or two pan out for me.
I mean, that's all you need. You just need 2.
Yep. So, but that will do it for this episode of the Extreme Mediocrity Sports Show. As always, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you know the next time we go live or we drop another episode. Give us a comment. Let us know what you thought about the episode, if you agree with the picks, and what else you want to see from the channel, and like the video as well. Until next time, peace.
See you guys.